Guys, I don't know what I did to deserve my hair looking like this right now. And actually, it's not even right now that I'm concerned about. It's what happened earlier this morning, where for my very first live shots, things really weren't looking bad. Everything was in place. I knew though that things were going to take a turn for the worse because I curled my hair today and it sounds weird. It's not dirty enough for me to curl. Like I need like some sort of oil or grease for my hair to hold a curl because it is just so straight naturally. So I knew we were headed toward a disaster. And with every single hit, things were getting, a little bit more funky and things were, going downhill. For my last hit though, oh my gosh, like I don't know how I am not fired already for just looking so unkempt. Why? Why is this? Why? And the reason this even happened, contrary to popular belief, I am not looking in the mirror throughout the entire morning. Like before every single live hit, I'm not like, oh my God, like let me fix it all. Let me like reapply my makeup. Like, no, not at all. Maybe when I first started reporting, but that is the like just last thing on my mind nowadays. I really should. I guess I learned my lesson now, but I really just don't care enough to do that. So I had no idea my hair was doing the things it was doing until I got back to the, I almost said to the station, to my new station, and I saw what I saw, and I'm not happy about it at all. So yeah, that's how my morning's been going. And actually, guys, it's not totally bad because we've got beer, but not just any beer. This is the story I was on. It's called Braille Ale Beer, where if I turn this, that's Braille that is on the can. So this is just a nice way to promote inclusivity and to hopefully eventually one day live in a world where Braille is a lot more prevalent. We don't have Braille on our carton of eggs or milk or beer. So yeah, I thought that was so cool. And oh my gosh, it's one of the reasons I really do love this job, in the sense that I am exposed to things I would never even think of. So yeah, good start to the morning story-wise, bad start to just hair. I just told Zach casually, like, oh wow, like you really haven't been on the YouTube in a while, and just tell them, let's show your true colors of what you told me.
Well, it's not my true colors, it's Clancy's true colors, because the real reason that I haven't been on lately is Clancy gets jealous when I really start skyrocketing and people are like, oh, Zach in the comment section, and Clancy just gets jealous, so she's been trying to keep it to herself. So it's not my true colors we're exposing. It's this one behind the camera.
And right now you're skyrocketing, you're saying?
Well, no, you've been silencing my voice.
Oh, so now you're on the downfall?
Well, people have been asking me like how I'm doing and am I hanging in there, just because I've been silenced for like a couple months now. But it is tough, like when I basically like build this whole brand and then it's kind of just taken out from me.
Oh my God, you're done. This is random, guys, but basically how I watch YouTube videos is I put a bunch of them in my tabs. Like I'll kind of just go through my subscriptions about, I don't know, once a week, however often it might be, and just put them in my tabs. So I just kind of run through them. Look how many I have. I don't know what's been going on with me, but I just have not been that interested in YouTube lately. And by the way, this girl, I think her name's, Catherine Manning. I love her. She's so interesting. She does like videos actually for creators. This one's just her latest one, what to do when a video goes viral. It's just so interesting. I'm just so interested in like the business side of YouTube. Love it, but oh my gosh, there's no way I'm ever gonna catch up with all my tabs. Speaking of YouTube though, and this might be why I haven't been as into it lately, not really, I feel like I've just been busy, but I have been watching the most insane sponsorships from YouTubers who try to act like it's not a sponsorship. And it seriously makes me so annoyed because it's like insulting. It's like, do you really think your audience is that dumb? And I'm not gonna say names, it's just not my personality. There's this one YouTuber, oh my gosh, I'm sure a lot of you guys follow her. She is known for, especially on like Instagram stories, trying to integrate sponsorships so just randomly, where she went on Instagram the other day, talked for about maybe like 1 or 2 story clips, then randomly said, you know what? I think I'm gonna take off my makeup. Mind you, has she ever taken off her makeup on her Instagram stories before? No. Like, she wanted to take it off for Instagram. She's in the middle of like cleaning her face when all of a sudden she goes, oh wow, like gee golly. She didn't actually say that, but seriously, it sounded like that. Like, oh wow, I completely forgot. There's this new product that I've been using. And then magically, and here's my discount code. And it like, she just made it sound like it just came out of nowhere. Like, oh my God, like what a coincidence. And it's like, do you think we're dumb? And then in the same week, did a curly hair sponsorship about like wearing your hair curly naturally, and a hair straightening one. Where like the curly hair sponsorship was all about like no heat, like we don't use heat on our heads, like this is what it's all about. And then the other one, it's obviously like a hair straightener, a lot of heat on your head. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with sponsorships. I've talked about that before. I think they're amazing. And I know so many YouTubers who do them so well, where it's just, hey, this is sponsored, and there's nothing wrong with that. If I'm being honest, I skip through them in YouTube videos and they don't bother me a bit. It's just, oh, okay, it's sponsored. Like I just really skip it. Like I'm sorry, like I do. And it doesn't bother me because I have the ability to skip. Like it's not that serious. But there really are some people who still are like, I don't know, too scared to say that things are sponsored. I don't know. It's like, it's just the weirdest thing where it's like, you just look more dumb. I'm sorry, that was mean, but you really do. So anyway, that's my whole YouTube debacle lately, where I don't know, I just haven't really been feeling it as much lately, but I go through waves. Like I go through waves with content creation. I go through waves with the type of content I like to consume. And lately, oh my gosh, guys, I've been all about reading. Like I'm addicted. I'm obsessed. I am right now reading. Tell me if you guys remember this, because no one remembers this when I keep asking them. I'm reading a memoir about one of the girls who was a part of the Cleveland kidnappings. They were discovered in 2013 after being held in a man's house for a decade, where they were raped every single day, multiple times a day. They were starved. They were beaten. It's like the most horrible thing. And I wonder why I have nightmares, but these are the types of books I really like to read. But really interesting. I just read Michelle Knight's book. She was one of the victims. And then there were two other girls who wrote a book together. And I'm in the midst of that one now. That's how I've been consuming my content lately. And YouTube has kind of been on the back burner, but not content-wise, guys. I'm making content, whether you like it or not, but I hope you like it. Please.
What's up, YouTube? We got some good news today on this lovely Friday. Our work, Local 12, they have tickets to sporting events. So the Reds, the Bengals, FC Cincinnati, and what they do with any extra tickets if there's no clients or any, I guess, of the big wigs, which I would not qualify as, want to go to the games, they raffle them off. My 3 months that I've been there, each time they put something out, I always just put my name in the hat. So it's mostly just been Reds games so far, and maybe one or two FC games. Today was my lucky day. The dating gods were shining down on me because Clancy and I weren't able to go to celebrate our 3-year to the FC game that was closest to our anniversary. As you can see, Clancy in the background now. And this would have been the next closest home game. And I won the tickets. So I won 2 tickets. There were, I think...
He's a winner! It's funny because as soon as he won, I'm just like, this is confirmation that the ticket giveaways are not a popularity contest. Because remember today you were like, it's going to go to the big wigs. I'm not going to win.
Well, yeah, and then what did I say?
What did you say?
What was my response back?
Oh, it's a beauty contest. It was definitely surprising. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we were just going to go to dinner tonight because we haven't been out just one-on-one for a bit. And I am breaking my cardinal sin. I don't like wearing sports jerseys that don't have anything to do with the actual sporting event. But since this has the colors, blue and orange of FC Cincinnati, I'm going to break my cardinal sin.
I'm just like, I don't even know what to wear. So I look like an idiot. But it's so funny because we have these, as Zach said, we have the ticket giveaways where every single week it seems like we get an email saying, hey, if you want to enter to win Bengals tickets or FC Cincinnati tickets, Reds tickets, just email me and then we'll announce the winners tomorrow. And I've been so tempted. They even have concerts that they give away tickets for, and for some weird reason, I don't know why, and this is just a perfect example of why I'm like a messed up human being. I think to myself, like, I can't enter, like, I just don't deserve them, like, someone else can get them, like, I don't know why. I know it makes no sense, but like, I just have always been too scared to enter. I've never entered. I've worked here more than 2 years. Then Zach's very first week, the email goes out and he's like, oh, hey, I entered us to win Reds tickets. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you've been here 3 days and you think you're deserving of these tickets?
I mean, if they want to treat their new employees correct, then yeah.
But it's so
Not
funny.
the old hags
I need your...
that have been around and need to get booted out. It's time for some new talent. Some fresh faces need to be on air, maybe.
Yeah, right.
If we want to get our ratings up.
You're sleeping with someone new, and I'm in New York for the first time. I hate this weather, but I like the view.
over, did ya? Oh no, it is Saturday. You can actually kind of see Zach in the background a little bit pouring vodka into a container for me because we're going out tonight. We're going on a little dinner date to a place called Moorline Lager House, and then we're going to watch the McGregor fight at a friend's house, although I'm pretty sure the McGregor fight doesn't start until midnight. We were crossing our fingers. I'm gonna be able to survive and stay awake. We will see. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
Who do you think's gonna win?
McGregor.
You're sticking with your Irish guy?
I don't even know who he's playing.
He's playing fighting.
I'm not
It's
an
like
MMA
UFC
person.
MMA.
I come from a boxing family.
Who's your favorite boxer currently?
Logan Paul.
You said she was just a friend, and I remember thinking the worst at first, but you made me think it was in my head. Yeah, you just said that I was crazy. I thought that I was crazy. I can't sleep alone, 'cause if I do, I'll think of you. The nights are so long, wondering if you miss me too. I'm losing myself in the city sounds. For a while I'm fine, but as soon as it gets quiet.
This is what Cincinnati has looked like for days. Like, it is so depressing. I feel like I'm just always looking out my window and it's raining. Luckily though, as you can see, I'm blowing this popsicle stand. Isn't that a saying? I think. I don't know. Basically, I'm getting out of town. I'm actually going to Florida for a few days. I'm starting to pack, starting to organize. We've got a really big suitcase, which, guys, don't judge me. Like, this is way too big for 4 days of travel, but honestly, I just can't be bothered with like trying to squeeze everything into a carry-on. So we're going for the gold. We're gonna have clothing options. That's always great. So I'm starting to lay everything out, but this was probably the most last-minute trip I have ever booked. The reason I booked it so last minute is because one of my friends is actually going through a breakup, which I don't care who you are, what your name is, what you do, breakups are just not good. Especially, it was a really long relationship. It was after like more than 4 years, which I'm not gonna get into details because this is not my story to tell, but I just think one of the best things you can do when you're going through a breakup is just get the heck out of town. You know, like find a new space, find a new place. I just think that's like so important, just to like kind of start fresh and then come back and your mind's a little more clear, and also to talk it out, you know? Like, it sucks that I live so far away from my friends, especially when situations like this might pop up because I'm hundreds of miles away. And of course, I can text, I can be on the phone, but there's nothing like being in person. By the way, isn't this the cutest bathing suit ever? I've been getting so into one pieces from, this is from Victoria's Secret, but I love them from, I've been getting them from like Target, and I have one in red as well, and I love these colors. Like, I love a bright swimsuit, so packing those. We've also got bikini on the list, and then this is cute. I love the concept of it. Okay, are you guys ready? This one's from Victoria's Secret as well, and it is a strapless one piece. It looks so cute, right? Even the back is super cute, but it just just doesn't fit my body right. You know what I think? What size? I think I sized up, because I think I should have gone a size small. Oh no, I didn't. Anyway, I just think it needs to be like more compressed. I just feel like things are falling out that should not be falling out. But yeah, if you're going through a breakup, I think it's just important to get out, to talk to friends, be with friends. It's just one of those things that I feel like feels like in the moment you're never gonna get over it. It's like, it's hard. It's like if Zach and I broke up tomorrow, that's someone that I've spent pretty much every single day of my life with for years. We've talked every day. He's on my mind every day. And then just to go from that to nothing, like, that's crazy. So it's definitely hard. If you guys have any breakup advice, please leave it in a comment down below. I'm sure my friend would really, really appreciate it, especially for people who have lived through it and been through it and gotten through it, because I know in the moment it does not feel like you ever will. So yeah, definitely leave that below if you have any to give. She and her boyfriend broke up last week, and then we had our flights booked within days, where we're just gonna go to Florida for 4 days. I managed to last minute get 2 days of vacation off, which it's funny. I'm always so crazy with, like, you guys know I always have vacation days. I hate taking vacation. I hate knowing I don't have any vacation. And it's because of situations like this one. Like, I realized, like, oh my gosh, now's my time to take a day off, because it's because of situations like this where if an emergency pops up or I just really need to get home, or in this case, get to another location, I can. And that's why I'm so grateful that I haven't been crazy with vacation days and that I actually do have them. Isn't this cover up so cute, by the way, guys? I love this. This is from Target. You'll notice I feel like so many of my clothing items are from Target. Like, I don't go shopping. I really don't. Like, my shopping consists of me going into Target to get toothpaste and then being like, oh my gosh, this looks cute, and then I buy it. It's always a question of how much working out will be done on the trip. I'm hopeful, bringing a workout top for each day, but yep, who knows? Who knows? Wow, I'm proud of myself. That went a lot better than I thought. And I still need to pack like the odds and ends, shampoo, conditioner, sunscreen, but I at least have the outfits out of the way, and that, in my opinion, is the most annoying part. So heck yeah. I didn't even tell you guys, I'm going to West Palm Beach, and it looks like the weather's gonna be hit or miss, but it's so crazy how like the margin of difference between the highs and the lows is so small, like 84 to 79. Like, that's crazy. I feel like here in Cincinnati, it's like, oh my gosh, 95 degrees during the day and like 50 degrees in the morning. It's so funny because I have never booked a trip, first of all, so last minute, but second of all, that I know so little about. Because normally you go on vacation and you're hyping it up, you're Googling where you're staying, you're Googling the area, the restaurants, the town, the location. I know none of that. All I know is we're going to West Palm Beach. My friend has a condo there. She doesn't have it, her family has it there, so that's where we're going. We were debating between her coming to Cincinnati or me going back home to New York, but we scratched New York because I think it's good for her to get out into a new scenery, and then she can come to Cincinnati pretty much anytime, even on like a long weekend. But the fact that I actually requested days off, which are not always easy to get, and then I got them, we were like, let's just escape to Florida for a little bit. So yeah, I really have no idea, and like I don't know anything, but I really don't care. It's just gonna be really, really, really good to see her, and I'm excited. And also, guys, I've never booked such a cheap vacation in my entire life. Do you guys want to know how much it cost me? $11. I had airlines points, so my flights cost $11, and then obviously I'm not paying to stay somewhere because it's my friend's condo. Actually, now that I'm on here without any makeup and you can get a pretty good idea as to what my skin is looking like, I figured I would do a little skin update, because if you guys have been following me for several months now, gosh, I guess several months, you would know that I had to stop eating carrots and sweet potatoes and foods that were orange because it was turning my skin orange to the point where it was bad. Like, it was not good to look at. It was especially the areas around my nose. My hands were really orange. You could even see this during live shots, which I know a lot of people probably just assumed it was self-tanner, but no, it wasn't self-tanner. I use a mitt when I self-tan, okay? It was not self-tanner. It was truly my skin turning orange from the foods I was eating. It was so ridiculous, and it started popping up probably in college is when I started noticing it. I mean, I remember being in college and being home from college and my mom saying I should put makeup on before we left to go to the bank because my skin looked so bad. And she wasn't saying that to me. Maybe she was saying it to me mean. She was trying to get me to stop eating them for so long, and I refused. But finally, last year I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do this. It was actually right before I went away to Jamaica, so that's why I can remember when it was, in September of last year of 2020, and I started noticing differences within 3 to 4 months, which I know that's crazy how long it takes, and that's why I hadn't been doing it, because it's just so annoying. It's like you're doing something for so long and you're not seeing results. But finally, guys, like, I'm almost a year since I cut down on it. Basically, I stopped buying the huge bags of baby carrots because I was eating, guys, like 2 pounds of them every other day. Like, it was insane. And obviously I love sweet potatoes and I love butternut squash. So now I just incorporate it into my life moderately, where I can have a sweet potato, you know, when I'm feeling it. It's just not an everyday thing. Butternut squash, I had it for lunch today. That's cool. It's just not an everyday thing. And even like my hands, they're not orange anymore. And I really am noticing a difference, which is so nice, because it just sucks. And it was such a weird skin condition where people were definitely noticing. My doctor at one point thought I had, liver failure, because I looked, as she described it, yellow. And I refused to even say in the moment, like, hey, I don't think my liver's failing. I think it's the carrots. I was just like, oh yeah, I probably do have liver failure. Run the tests, because it was too embarrassing to say. So yeah, needless to say, it was not liver failure. She was confused. I knew in my heart of hearts it was the carrots. And yeah, I'm proud of myself, guys. I did it. Also, I have these random lays just sitting here because this morning's live shots, guys, They were interesting to say the least. Jimmy Buffett was in town, and his fans, they do not mess around. They do not mess around. They started tailgating at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
647 Riverbend Music Center has a full lineup of concerts this summer, and it all kicks off tonight with Jimmy Buffett.
Local 12's Clancy Burke is live outside of Grove Park Grill to show us how the Parrot Heads are getting ready to celebrate.
What were you wearing, Clancy?
Yeah, what is that, Clancy?
Bob, Sheila, I don't even know what is happening right now. All I know is I came here to cover a story for the news, and now I feel like I am the news. I mean, I am a true Jimmy Buffett fan. I'm here with Kevin. We're about to have a race. So we have Dennis, who's going to be pouring tea into my contraption. Dennis, we need to show that mine is tea. Kim is going to be pouring some beer into Kevin's contraption. Now, I guess I did. Oh, that's good. That's more than good. All right, I'm going to somehow hand the microphone off to Aaron, who's going to be doing some color commentating.
We're going to do our best.
Ready?
We've got Clancy and Kevin at the Land Shark Lager Jimmy Buffett Chug Challenge. So on 3, 2, 1, go. And we have, oh boy, amateur hour here. We've got a pro. He's already got out. Clancy is struggling. Clancy is struggling so bad. Got to lean back. You're not going to make it to the Olympics doing that. Nope. And we are lost. We are done. We are, call it quits.
But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button. And all my social media will be linked down below.